I was trying to grab for the gear stick and it just wouldn't stop. It just kept dong, 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 dong. Alright, hope you guys are doing well, and yes, judging by the thumbnail, I've had a bit of a rubbish week, and that's not the only thing that happened. I've had my truck for nearly, 20 years, and I've never had an accident, done 400,000 kilometers worth of driving here, and last week I had 2 accidents and I wasn't even driving. One was my fault, one wasn't. What you're seeing in the thumbnail happened a few days ago. A few days before that, I was eating at the local restaurant here. You've seen me there before, near my 7-Eleven. There's a big car park. It was completely empty, apart from my truck. And then a big water truck decided to reverse into my car and crunched it and hit it and then kept hitting it. And I was just paying the bill and I was just looked over and I was just like, oh, really? Yeah, not a great start to the week. And on that day, actually, we were at the land office, which is stressful enough here in Thailand, any of you know. Exchanging the land from my wife's name, all the land and house here, into my daughter's name, and I got hit with some fees that I wasn't expecting, and it was quite a lot. It's over $1,000. So, not happy. So we went to the temple to make merit, as you do in Thailand. That's what you do when you're having bad luck and a crap time. My wife said, well, "I'm going to go to the temple, light a candle," did all that, walked around the jetty 3 times. 2 days later, we go down to Bangkok to see her relatives. I don't get on with some of them, which kind of made this situation a bit more difficult, but I'm not going to say too much about it. Yes, we'd arrived. It was very hot, so I decided to move the car that was on the street in the hot baking sunshine. I decided to reverse it into their garage area, and then, all hell broke loose. Well, this is my trusty tank in a messy garage, but the damage is on the other side. I'll show you that in a minute. I'll tell you what happened, because I'm not sure if I've got a problem with my car. I know I've got a lot of mechanics and guys that are very knowledgeable. Excuse the mess. What is this? Anyway, should have probably cleaned the car before I did this. But anyway, reversed the car into their garage. And bear in mind, I'd had a headache, so I took some Naprofast, I think it's called, which is basically naproxen, which kind of knocks you out. So that was one of the reasons, I think. But anyway, another reason was in Thailand, you don't leave your tyres bent over when you park. Now, normally I don't give a monkeys, but for some reason I thought, oh, the wife is going to have a go at me. She always has a go at me, not straightening my wheels, right? So I thought, okay, I'd left it in reverse. Now, to get the power steering on, you have to start the car, the ignition. So I wasn't even in the car, I wasn't anywhere near the accelerator. It was in reverse gear. I turned the key, and then the car just started going, jolting backwards. Now, bear in mind, I was about 5 or 6 meters, about where that plant thing there is, you see. And it just kept jolting. I dropped down, smacked my rib on here. I was trying to grab for the gear stick, and it just wouldn't stop. It just kept dong, 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 all the way through the neighbour's wall, hitting a toilet at the side, bashing all the water pipes out. And it kept going through the wall and literally just stopped, I don't know, half a metre, not even that, from the neighbour's house on the other side. So yeah, I'm a bit confused why it didn't just stall. It's happened before, sometimes you forget it's in gear, it's maybe in first gear and you start the engine and boom, you jolt and it stalls. But this just didn't stop. And I wasn't actually in the car. I was, it was basically like those idiots on YouTube. You see, they're running over themselves or something and, smashing through their front living rooms. It was something like that. So I was being dragged along the floor. Anyway. So you can imagine there was a bit of a ruckus. At first, it was the neighbours that came out and were like, "What are you doing, you ding-dong falang? You've just gone through the wall and you're nearly in our front living room." And I was just like in shock. I just literally my ribs were hurting because I'd fallen on my rib. Still hurts. And but they were quite cool about it. I mean, they were just like, "Oh, okay." So I trotted round the front of the relative's house. And I don't know what happened. I just turned into like a very understated British Hugh Grant. I was like, "I seem to have had a little bit of an accident." And the wife said, "What?" And she came round and just was actually very calm about it. But yeah, she sorted it out. We had to speak with the neighbours. And the neighbours were okay. I mean, the guy there is actually a handyman who needed some work, so he was quite happy. He got, I paid for everything. you know, more than you're supposed to, but you know, I was an idiot. So, but I'm not sure if I was an idiot or if I've got a problem with my car. I've never had that happen before. So yeah, it was interesting. There were some exchange of words. There were water pipes burst. We couldn't turn off the water pump pipe thing, and it was just, you can imagine. And so I just said I'll pay for everything, apologise, it was an accident, and got out of Dodge. I just went to make a video at the condo, Origin condo. I just like, I've got to get out of it. So there are some positives. No one got hurt. I mean, the kids could have been playing, the neighbours' kids could have been in the garden or in the house itself watching TV. I mean, I could have ended up in the living room. I mean, this thing's like a tank. I could have slipped and it could have gone over my legs. The front wheels could have gone over my legs or my arms. So no one got hurt. And the worst thing of it all is I can't have a go at my wife about bad driving, because she's just going to look at me and go, yeah, but you went through a wall, mate. So yeah, a bit of a crap week. And that was after going to the temple. I don't know. Yeah. It happens sometimes, you know. You can go years without anything happening, and then suddenly everything happens in like a period of a couple of weeks, and it's like, oh, for goodness sake, just wait for it to pass. Anyway. God, I've still got Bob. Right, where are my keys? We're going to head off to, well, we're going to have a look at the damage, and then we're going to head off to my mechanic. He fixed the U-joint problem I had before, and you can just drop in there, and he's not going to be able to do much. He might try and bang it out, I suppose, the dent. I'm going to show you in a minute. It's not that bad, the damage, considering I took out a toilet and a wall. He's going to think I'm a bit of a nutcase because I was only there, beginning of last week with the other incident. Anyway, I'll show you. It's not as bad as you might think. So this is the damage I inflicted on my own vehicle. It was just scratches. There's a big dent here on this panel and scratches all the way down. But considering I took out a whole wall and half a toilet, and basically the damage was done with my my bumper here, the metal thing there, and then trying to get back out over the rocks, I had to scratch along the concrete block, which was an old toilet. So yeah, he's got his work cut out. There's quite a lot of dinks, and it's on the actual, already sort of, metal has already been bent there in its natural shape. So I'll see what he can do. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a tough one. What's going on here? He's going to hit that car, isn't he? Ooh, he's just reversed him. Ah, mate, what you like? You're going to take out that one next? Yeah. Keep your distance. Alright. Yeah, this is the U-turn just near me. I don't know what that guy was doing. I don't think he was looking in his mirrors. I've got nothing to say. I can't say anything. I reversed through my living relative's wall. I can't say anything anymore about other people's bad driving. My guy's up here on the left. A bit camera shy, so I might have to be a bit inconspicuous with the camera. Anyway, we'll see. Well, it looks like he's fixing an old pig truck. So we'll see if he's got time to do my, well, rectify my little incident. Let's put it that way. I'm not sure if he's around. I nearly hit this thing reversing into the yard. He's pretty busy, and he just said, yeah, he can make it look better. Anyway, I'm not going to do it 100%. Got some, don't know what this is. The old Isuzu engine there. I mean, this one at the front, he only did a few days ago, was really crunched, and he just tapped it out with the hammer. So yeah, eventually I'm going to redo the whole thing. I'll go into that a bit later, but just to make it look a bit better. Alright, he's turned up with two metal things here. Putting it up the inside. He's trying to push it out. Ah! Oh, yeah. It's popping backwards and forwards. Yeah, he's popped most of it out. And he yak, no? And he one yak. Because it's on the nut, on the... There's already...
กระสอบนี้ต้องทำสีเนี่ย
ใช่
ต้องสันนี่
ใส่ครีมได้ไหม
อะไรนะครับ
ใส่ครีม
เป็นครีมทา มันลึกอ่ะแต่มันก็ออกมันก็ออกหน่อยเลยถ้าจะออกอ่ะแต่พวกที่ลึกๆไม่ค่อย
ออกหน่อยได้ใช่อนาคตทำ 100% แต่ตอนนี้อันนี้ซ่อมนิดหน่อยได้นะ There's our doggy taking refuge. I said like put a cream on it like you do with your face, but I saw him put this cream on the front end that was damaged. I think this is worse. They're pretty much saying it needs repainting, but I'll see what they can do. Right, he's trying to get the little dink out, but again it's on this bend in the metal, which makes it more difficult. But he's got the other one about 90%, which is fine by me. Now for this one, the guy only wanted 100 baht, which is ridiculous, like $2. He spent about half an hour on it. I gave him 200 anyway. So, and I just dropped in, like I did the last time with the U-joint. That's what I love about this place. You can't just drop into these country mechanics, and they're very nice. Even if they've got jobs on, they'll try and do it if it's not too long or if it's not a big job. So, yeah, top guys. It's the magic cream. Any cream piseda? There you go. It's just like moisturiser. He did it at the front, and when he wiped it off, it was like fantastic. I'm not sure it's going to be quite as good. Nah, you can see that it's too deep. The scratches are too deep. What is this? Any cream alive? ไม่ใช่ moisturiser นะ
เป็นยาขัดสีเป็นยาขัดสีรถนี่แหละครับ
Okay. Kana car cream. There you go, that's what he's putting on it. I think it's just for minor scratches. I've got some quite serious scratches here, but anyway. From a distance, as I said, Bette Midler from a distance. That's the name of the game. Okay, Thalai Cup. Thalai Cup. Okay. A bit more work today.
Okay.
Song, any song เลย อันนี้กินเบียร์ด้วย
ครับโอเคขอบคุณ
ครับขอบคุณมากครับชื่ออะไรครับ
ครับ
ชื่ออะไร
ชื่อดีม
ชื่อดีมครับขอบคุณมากครับ
ครับผม
วางว่าอาทิตย์หน้าไม่มา Okay ครับขอบคุณครับ Think it coming out of here, I reckon. I'll be back again in about 2 minutes. I've got to watch out for the motorbike. It's quite a tight squeeze here. Oh, I've got women on a bicycle. Oh, the old wall's a bit close. Alright, there you go. Half an hour and I'm gone. Couldn't do that in the UK, that's for sure. On a closer inspection, yeah, 50% better. I mean, it was $10. What do you expect? Well, it was less than that. It was like £5, and we gave them some beer money, and it looks better than it did. And I'm going to overhaul that beast anyway. I'm thinking about people saying new cars. I'm just like, yeah, but people want these old trucks now. I saw something on Facebook. A guy was looking for a 4-wheel drive old Toyota Hilux, the ones you see in the war zones. The new ones, if that had gone through a back wall, the new ones, if they'd gone through the back wall like I did with that tank, the whole back end would be taken out. So another positive is I've fallen in love even more with my truck, and I don't know, maybe paint it black matte with some bronze wheels and stick a 2JZ in it. I don't even know what that is. I just hear CB Media say that quite a lot. So yeah, no one died, and it's just been a very rough week. But yeah, if anyone does know why it kept jolting back and wouldn't stop, I can understand it jolting once or twice. if you're in gear and then stalling, but to just keep going and ram through a wall is a bit worrying. Is it the car, or does this happen? This is a question for the mechanics out there. Anyway, so yes, I'm going to rest up. I'm on the naproxen again, which is great stuff, liquid. I think it's an intercostal muscle. I had it when I was boxing. It's very painful. So I'm not going to drive for a week. I'm just kind of done with cars, and I don't know, just maybe watch Netflix and plot up and relax. So anyway, on that note, stay safe, drive safe, and I'll see you in the next video.